Hello everyone, it's Andrea and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a stack of layouts that I've completed and I'm about to put into my scrapbooking albums. Now, you need to know that I am not a chronological scrapbooker. So I make layouts based on what feels good, and then I save all of those layouts in a little pile on my desk. And if you watched my craft room tour here on YouTube, you'll know that I've got this little tiny, probably 2-inch spot to keep these layouts in. And when it's full, I take them out and I sort them chronologically into my albums, into my D-ring albums. So it's easy for me to add a close to my heart page to it and then just move the layouts around. So that's a system that works really well for me. I'm going to show you these layouts. Some of them you might have already seen on YouTube, and then other ones are from our creative design team membership group where we get into techniques and show you how. So I won't be doing any of that. I'll just be showing you the layout here. I also have some layouts where you might have seen the first page, but I've created a companion page. I also have one layout on the bottom that has flip flaps, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Lots of different places with layouts that you have not yet seen or pages that you've not seen. So I want to share these off and share these with you and hopefully spark some inspiration. I will start by telling you if some of the products are still available because I think that's important to know. And if there's a video, I'm going to try to link it down below in this video's description. Let's get started on our little tour of my latest artwork. So first of all, we have this page, which was done for our collaboration where we all worked on cardstock with the creative design team. This is a layout that is made using our Candid Moments digital art collection of SVGs that you can use in the Cricut and Cameo and so forth. And I've created this with my Cricut Maker. I've changed the colors to fit the photo. The photo had some really funky colors going on. So I changed around some of the elements and made this layout work for these funky colors in this photo of my girlfriend Gina and I. So we had been invited to a tea party with another girlfriend of ours and it was wonderful. So I wanted this happy layout. Next, this is the layout that I did for our creative design team membership group. And this is something where I taught a technique. We were working on stamps, one stamp set, 3 ways. So this is just one example of how I use the stamp set. I won't get into the techniques, like I said, because those are reserved for our members, but I wanted to show you the layout. And this is using our Hello Darlin stamp and thin cut set. You'll see that here. And it's supposed to be a very patriotic kind of set, but I have toned it down and I have created some details using the stamps in that set. You'll see them all around here. And I've created this background using several different close to my heart products, including our gilt spray and some splatters with our white gloss spray, a card background thin cut here. Lots of fun. Next, I have a double layout that is featuring the Hello Darlin paper pack in the patriotic kind of way that it's meant to be seen or used. And so I have scrap lifted this layout, this page right here on the left from Jama here on, and I have done this layout here on my YouTube channel. I love this layout because it has like a quilt-like feel when you put down all of these squares of the Hello Darlin paper, and it just screams Americana to me. I love it, and I thought it was perfect for these photos that are over 25 years old of my daughter and my husband. I have also used the digital art collection from Hello Darlin, and I have created these flowers. I've used some gel pen here to create some details. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to lift it up and show you some of the flowers. And I just love how this all came together. And I did some first, second, and third generation stamping and just loved the little whimsical backgrounds. Now, I love companion pages for most of my layouts. So I have gone ahead and I wanted to scrapbook the rest of the photos from this day. I had very limited photos. It was back when we used actual cameras and film. So I have a couple photos here. They're a little blurry, but I didn't want to leave those out. And then one great photo of Grandma Daisy, my husband's grandma. And so you'll notice that over here I talked about bringing in the honey butter flowers that I did out of the digital art collection, cut those out because of this little rubber ducky. But then I also found this photo of grandma, and she had some yellow in the photo. So it was perfect that it all matched up. So you've seen this in my YouTube channel. I have a process video, and in this one, I just went a little further with the squares. I used the same technique, just loaded it up a bit more to create a more heavy weighted quilt, if you will, over here. So check out that video and these products, because many of them are still available, including that digital art collection. Next, I have a scrapbooking layout of my oldest daughter, Katie. And this is a layout that I did here on YouTube as well. And it features her perfume of the day when she got married. I used our mix-in paper pack, which I think is still available. And it's right here. And then some Dream Maker paper. Not sure about that. That's cardstock. I think that's gone, but you could use some ballerina paper in the background if you wanted to. I have also used the floral bouquet stamp and thin cut set. And then this is actually a big card background, a slimline card background. So I've explained all that in the video. You can go ahead and watch that. I'll link that video down below. And then I made a companion page. Like I said, love those companion pages. Love to teach you the technique on page 1, but then complete it with a second page. And it's usually mimicking a lot of the same techniques. Next, we have another layout that I'm sure you've seen here on YouTube. This was the layout that I did for one of our creative design team collaborations as well. It's my youngest daughter and her friend when they were going off to prom. This is using our Flower Shop paper pack with stickers, and it's a very busy patterned paper. So I broke it down and gave us some more muted paper on top of the very busy floral background here, and have some place, like I wanted to create a place that your eye was safe to rest. And that's what I think I did here. Love this layout. I did some stenciling with some glitter gel, some Stickles glitter gel that we sell with Close to My Heart, and that is right there. And it's just a subtle little background detail. But check out this layout if you're interested in it. I'll have the video link down below. Next is a layout that you probably have not seen unless you attended this particular Close to My Heart album retreat. What's album retreat? It's an event, virtual event that goes on about 4 times a year. You purchase this big box of supplies. It comes all pre-cut, and all that you need to do is assemble the layouts while you watch. They teach you how to do the techniques, and you just create these little masterpieces. This is such a fun layout. I have really old photos here again. This is Katie, the one that you saw in the wedding photos, and Isabella. And they have their friend Cody over, and they were catching frogs. So this one just said, searching for sunshine, when Close to My Heart designed it. But since I had the photos and the colors all went so well with this layout, I figured, you know what? I'm going to add in frogs too. So I cut that out of my Cricut. But you'll see, we learned how to, do some stenciling here, and we stamped. It was just lots of fun. We did some more technique with some texture paste right there and a stencil. We just did a lot of techniques on this page. So if you're not familiar with those album retreats, they are really fun, and I'm sure there's going to be another one announced soon. Next, I have a layout that I did from Disney, and this one is one of our older Cricut collections. I do have a video for this particular page here on YouTube. This is using our Disney themed digital art collection, and I combined it with another collection. I think this might be Everyday Moments, this background here. In any case, you can go watch that video and I give you all the details. It's been a while now, but this one page was sitting in my stack and I never did a companion page. So I've now finished the companion page and I've added all my photos from that day all together, and I love how it turned out. I hope that you like it too. Love how you can turn anything into Disney, really. This layout is one of my favorites that I've done recently. This is using the Cosette paper pack and the digital art collection. This is a scrapbook layout of my daughter, Bella, in Central Park, and she was a little mad at me that day. I mentioned that in the video that I did for our membership. And So she gave me some kind of funny faces, and I just love this layout because it's just so real life. But the digital art pieces, this was cut from our Cricut collection, the Cosette Cricut collection. Isn't that perfect? And this is the Moxie stamp set. It has stamps and thin cuts. And I don't know if that's still available. It was such a popular item. It might now have sold out. It was getting low stock. But if you can grab that, that is just, it's such a great, fun, whimsical stamp set. Next, I have a layout from Life's a Hoot. Had to remember. And this is a digital art collection layout. We have these adorable little owls. And this is a layout that I did here on my YouTube channel for you to look at. It is just so pretty. The Life's a Hoot paper. Boy, that's not sticking in my brain today. The Life's a Hoot paper is currently still available, I believe. I cut flowers out of it. It was just lots of fun to work with. And these are some really old photos of Emma as well. But I love that you could customize the owls in that Life's a Hoot digital art collection. They're just so fun. They really are. And they just come to life when you put little glitter paper and make them just unique. So that's really fun, isn't it? 2 pages of just old memory scrapbooked. Now, throwback even further, my 16-year-old, this is her first Thanksgiving, and this is what we call a cut above kit. Close to my heart designs these kits. We have a lot of them in our subscription, and our subscription's going away, but you can actually grab the 4 months of layouts right now on my website if you want. Like I said, this is an older one, but very much in the style of our current subscription. These are cut above kits, and by cut above, I mean that the pages are pre-printed and you add elements here and there and make them your own. So there's stickers, and there are chipboard kind of cut, like cardstock punch outs that you can move, and some photo mats and lots of fun things. But it looks like I spent a lot of time doing this interesting technique, and it is actually just printed on the paper. Looks like I had to add the rainbow where I wanted it. That's just a cardstock piece that I glued on. So you could pop that up and add some dimension. I definitely did with the clouds right here. And these are always loaded with opportunity to embellish. I could put lots of different embellishments on here and bring them even more to light, and to, you know, just make them a little bit elevated. But they are easy to do, and they're a great option for beginner scrapbookers. And I just think they're lovely, so I use them with my own photos. Next, I have a scrapbooking layout that I made using one of our digital art collections. And forgive me, I think this is crisp air, but you know what? Don't quote me on it. I'm sorry. I think that I did this as a YouTube collaboration, so you should be able to find this video here on YouTube. And isn't it just beautiful? We even have a shaker element that I showed you how to make in that video. I just think it's just so fun. And this was a group of us that went scrapbooking. Just love the way that this layout came out with the different colors, the fall colors. I love those digital art collections because they're just such great ways to start a project. And then you can change the colors to be whatever you need to be. This is a layout that I did here on YouTube as well. I did the first page. It was a sketch that I got from Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And just little pieces of cardstock from one of our recent little tiny 6x6 It's the Little Things paper pack, and then some of the stickers. Just love the way that that turned out. It's fun and easy layout. Just did some stamping with some texture stamps, and the layout's done. Easy peasy. Again, the companion page just mimicked the first page. This is a layout that I did using a lot of close to my heart cardstock. Again, one of our Cricut collections, digital art collections here. And I just love the way it came out. It's a technique that I taught where we embellished some special things. I won't get into what we embellished, or what we embossed, I should say. But here we go. This is all embossed, and I showed this technique in our membership group. And again, using our digital art collection, I was able to mimic the flowers down here. And this is a layout of my beautiful friend Kathy and a birthday party that we had for her at a retreat. So love that layout. This one is actually not going in my album. It's going to Kathy, but I wanted to show it off here. Next, I have a Daisy layout. Now this layout I put together here on YouTube. I didn't have photos in it though. And honestly, the layouts were a little bit bright. There was a lot of green going on, and I didn't quite know how this layout was going to end up for me. But believe it or not, here we go. Went to tea with my mom and Isabella, and look at this. Just the colors that we wore that day, I had no clue that they were going to work so well with the Daisy. And everything, right down to our little teapots and teacups and saucers, there was green in it. And although it's not the same color green, it coordinated well. And the pink in the dessert tray, the tiered tray, just, it looks so perfect with this paper. I was so pleased when my own photos got in it. So you can go ahead and watch the video for this particular layout. I've got the entire process video for you. And last but not least, this is a layout that I did for our membership group as well, but I wanted to share it here. This is a layout that I made, and it was supposed to be Christmas paper, and it was it has like a reddish section with lots of pinks, and I decided that I was going to use the digital art collection, which you see here. I made some milk bottles out of it, the cookies came out of it, and I've just made an interactive layout here for our crumble cookie experience. So even though something says Christmas, I was able to break it down and to change it up and make it a non-Christmas layout. And I just wanted to share that with you because it's so much fun to think beyond the paper pack and to make something else out of it. And so these are just, like I said, just the Picture My Life cards. And yeah, just love how that layout turned out. So I hope that you found some inspiration in this big stack of layouts here. And I guess it's time for me to sign off and to put these all into my albums. So thanks for watching this little tour, and I hope you had as much fun as I did.